Well, hello everyone, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Indiana Tuggle, and tonight I just wanted to give you guys a free snapshot or a free look at what it looks like to self-publish your book through Ingram Spark. And before we get started, this is going to be an interactive walkthrough. So this is a pre-recorded video. So if you have any questions, make sure that you put them in the comment section, and I will come back and answer them a little later. But for those of you who have not taken my self-publishing one-on-one webinar or course, then make sure you go back and take that. It's only $107 for the replay. But I'm going to give you a quick few points about Ingram Spark before we get started into this live. I'm going to be publishing my book Finding Faith live with you guys on tonight. So before we get started, first of all, who is Ingram Spark? And for those of you who don't know, again, go back and when you get onto this website, go and read the About section so that you can learn a little bit more information about them. But just to give you a quick overview, Ingram Spark is the self-publishing arm of Baker and Taylor, who is a worldwide wholesale distributor. And what that means is that retail outlets such as Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, any type of bookstore you can think of, any type of department store that you can think of, they can purchase your books at 55% of the retail price. And the reason that they want to do that is because, again, they want to make a profit as well. They're going to put your book on their shelves. They need to make a profit. And the way that they do that is they can either buy your book in advance, which a lot of them do, especially if you're a celebrity or if you are a national best-selling author. They will go and buy a certain number of your books in advance or in bulk. Or they can buy your book what I call by order. And that means if a customer goes into their bookstore and asks for your book, then they can look online and they can order that book and have it shipped to their store for that customer. And the reason they're able to do that is because they have a distribution contract or a wholesale account with a lot of different book wholesalers. So if you have the vision to have your books all over the world in different bookstores and different places, then you may want to consider putting your book or publishing your book online with Ingram Spark. And the reason that they are the self-publishing arm of Baker and Taylor is because Baker and Taylor is pretty much only open to large publishing companies. They have another wholesale arm which is called Ingram Content Group, and again, those are for those publishers who publish like hundreds of titles each and every year. But Ingram Spark is for the indie publisher. It is for the small publisher, the individual author publisher, someone who is publishing anywhere from 1 to 50 books per year. It's really so that us indie publishers can really get our works out there. And then another thing is, that means that in order to publish your book on Ingram Spark, you must purchase your ISBN. And again, if you took the self-publishing one-on-one course, you would know that purchasing your own ISBN is not necessary for a lot of platforms, Amazon being one of them. You don't have to have your own ISBN to publish on Amazon. But remember, the ISBN, whoever buys the ISBN is listed as the publisher of record. Okay, and that is very important when it comes to uploading your book to different places. So what will happen is if you publish on Amazon, if you publish somewhere else and you don't have your own ISBN, you will be allowing those different sites to put a different ISBN on your book. So you'll have the same book on different platforms with multiple ISBNs numbers. So that could mean you could have several duplicate copies of your books out there, and that's something that you don't really want, because that's going to make it very difficult for you to track sales. And then another thing is for Ingram Spark, it is $49 to upload your book. So remember, a lot of other platforms are free, but Ingram Spark, it is $49 for the print, or $25 for the ebook, or you can publish them both together, which is the print and the ebook, for just $49. And that's normally what I do. I publish the print and the ebook together. But don't worry, because the one thing that I do love about Ingram Spark, even though $49 is not a lot of money for what you're getting from Ingram Spark, but they have a lot of specials throughout the year that allow you to upload your book for free, or even to make changes for your book for free. So that's another thing. When you're uploading to Ingram Spark, be sure that your files have been completely edited and you are uploading the final copy, because anytime you go to make changes to your book, you can make changes, but each of those changes is going to cost you $25. Unless you find a special where they say you can make changes for free, which they have right now. Authors can upload for free because of November is NaNoWriMo month, in which so they are getting in on that promotion, and they are allowing authors to upload their books for free through March 31st, 2019. So if you want to get it uploaded before then, you can use that same free book code. Another thing is, when you're getting ready to publish on not just Ingram Spark, but any place that you're going to publish, go ahead and have your files ready, so that you won't be fumbling around and trying to find different your different files as you're uploading. And also, it's going to make it very quick as possible. So what do you need to upload to Ingram Spark? You need a PDF of your cover and your interior book in the size that you want it, whether it be 6x9 or 5x8. You also need a EPUB of your ebook. And again, if you don't know what the EPUB means, please go back and take that Self-Publishing 101 course. Just to give you a brief interlude of it, brief information, ebooks come in one of two formats, either MOBI or EPUB. When you get those formatted, many times your formatter or your designer will give you both of them for the same price, so you won't have to pay extra for both or more for both. And then you also need the JPEG cover of that ebook. Okay, so those are the things that you're really going to need, other than a Word document of your back matter that you want on the book. And then you also need to know what genre your book is. So I've been talking your head off, so let me go ahead and get started to log into Ingram Spark. Now, if you want to learn how to if you want to learn how to create an account for Ingram Spark, then you're going to have to do that on your own time, because today I am just going to upload my book. And definitely, excuse me, I'm tongue-tied today. So when you log in, you're going to look at the dashboard. That's if you already have an account. And one thing I like about Ingram Spark is they list all of your books right here up front. As soon as you log in, they list your sales reports. they list from the last month or so, or whatever you have set up, and then they list your print on demand sales report as well. So how many books were actually printed and sent out to those wholesale stores. And the good thing about that is you can they will send you an email each time somebody buys your book, so you know what country and even times what company bought your book. So that's always fun for me to get the emails when different companies in different countries are actually buying my book. And then also they tell you which of your titles are actually your top selling titles, okay? So what you're going to do is, as soon as you sign in, you're going to go to Add New Title. One thing I didn't get was my ISBN number, so I need to get that. Before we go any further, let me go and find my ISBN. Sorry, you guys. I thought I had everything together before I started this video, but it's only going to take me a few minutes to do this. So I'm going to go to Bowker and log in and get my ISBN number because I don't have them readily with me. And as you can see, I save all of my stuff on my computer because a lot of times you don't really remember all of this stuff. And for those of you who have not purchased an ISBN before, this is a perfect walkthrough of this. This is Bowker.com, and you can see what an ISBN costs. As you can see, one ISBN is $125. You can get 10 for $295, 100 for $575. So if you are publishing multiple books, then it's better to buy in bulk because you need one ISBN per format of your book. So you need one ISBN for the print book and one ISBN for the ebook. So you have to remember that when you are ready to publish your books, because a lot of times people only think that they need one, when in reality you need more than one. So you can see it has the ISBN for print, and I'm putting it on my document over here so that I won't have to come back to this. And you need to make sure you double check that, because what you don't want to do is put the wrong ISBN in Bowker. And what they're going to do is they have a self-check to where they're going to check your ISBNs anyway. So it's good to go ahead and know what you're doing so that they won't reject your copy. And that self-check is not going to be immediate, so you could upload everything error-free, and then they're going to do a review and they're going to come back and tell you the ISBN that you entered doesn't match the ISBN that's on file with Bowker. Okay, and we're just going to go through the text. At first it says select your product type, and remember I am uploading a print and ebook, and then I'm going to put the title, and this one is Finding Faith. Then you can put in your subtitle, which I do. Let's see. I have to remember my subtitles, you guys, because a lot of times I'll be coming up with some stuff and then forget the exact thing that I put in. And the language, of course, is going to be English. And this is your short description. This is the description that's on your back of the book. And remember, it only has to be up to 350 words, so to speak. And basically what I do is I copy what I have from my back matter. And you just put and you just copy it and paste it in there, and you do the same thing for the other section. And this one says I've had too many, so I'll just take some of that out. And normally I'll come up with something for a short description versus a long description, but I did not on this time, so I'll just do part of it. And then you're going to put in your keywords. Now, keywords are some things that you could do a lot of research on to figure out what exactly are people searching for to get what your book provides. So you can think about some of the content that's included in your book that may not be in the title. And the one thing that new authors fail to do is, or fail to remember, is that your title and subtitle are already keywords. So you don't have to repeat the words that are in your title in your keywords, because they are going to automatically. So think of other words or other things that are found in your book that people could use to find your book. So what I do is I really use keywords that cover a lot of the issues that I talk about in my book. Like I talk about unemployment. I talk about sexual abuse or molestation. I talk about death or grief. What else do I talk about? I talk about your purpose. And I think that may be enough keywords in there. And then I might put in women as well, so that if they look for that, then they'll know. And then I might put in Christian living or something like that. Is this a series name and number? No. Is this addition description? No. So I can leave that blank. And remember, everything that has an asterisk by it means that you have to put something in that field. So technically, since I don't have a already put together short description, I could delete this so that I won't have any type of issues when it comes to that. So I think I'm going to delete it because I don't like stuff being halfway done. So I'm going to leave the short description off and just go with the full description. And what that does is, many times when it goes into their catalog, they're going to shorten it anyway. So that's fine if you delete it, if you haven't prepared a little snippet or short description of your book. But I may come back and do that later. And then this is where you put the authors. Remember, I told you that Ingram Spark is just for publishers. And this is so that if I was publishing a book for one of my authors, then I could definitely upload it because the ISBN is in the name of Victory Publishing. So, but this is where I will put the actual author's name of the book here. If you are also the author and your publisher, then you don't have to worry about it because your name is going to be here as well. So I'm going to put, see, I'm already populated in here because I am the author, and you're going to hit continue. If there are more than one author, then you can put their names there as well. And you can also put your editor's name in here, which I do not. I don't put the editor's name on my book. What I do is I put the editor on the copyright page. And then categorize your book. The imprint is always going to be the publisher. See, it is already put in there. And then your subject is kind of like the genre. So we can find our different subjects. Oh. We can go through Bibles. No, I don't want to do Bibles. I guess I should have done all of my different genres, looking this up before now. I forgot that they had all of this listed in here. Juvenile, no. Religion, Christian living, inspirational. We can do that. We can do that. Then I can do another one. Let's say self. Oh. So I can go through self-help affirmations. No. Do disorders. Do death, grief, and bereavement. I can do that. Self-help personal growth. That's good. Self-help spiritual. There we go. Do I want to find another one, you guys? And usually if the site will allow you to put in multiple genres, I would generally put in as many as they allow you to, because wherever that genre is, if somebody is searching for that genre, that will allow them to find your book as well. And let's see if we can find something on nonfiction by itself. Definitely don't want juvenile, y'all. Because, and what you don't want to, if your book is not for juvenile or teenagers or young adults, don't label your book as that, thinking that, oh, it could be for them, I can put it on there too. No, because they're going to scrutinize your book, and if you didn't initially say that was the heading or that was the genre on your ISBN, or if there's some type of rude language in it, then they're going to kick your book out. So don't try and switch everything up once you get in here. You know, the best thing to do is to kind of research your genres beforehand, so that you'll know, because there's so many out there. And many times, I know me myself, when I'm writing my books, I always think of the first genre and I forget that when I'm publishing that I can choose up to 3. So, you know, it's adult. Because only young adults is in here. Guess I should have done this. Let's go. No, they do juvenile. And I apologize in advance if I'm going too fast for you guys, because I'm trying to find something. And as you can see, these genres can get so confusing. And a lot of people, when they're thinking about becoming a best-selling author, especially on Amazon, they try to pick a genre that doesn't have a lot of books in it. And they will say that their book is in that genre, and then they have all of their friends go and buy their book so that they can become an Amazon best-selling author. I wouldn't advise you to do that because you don't want your book to be in the wrong place, so to speak. And then if you do make it to becoming a New York Times best-selling author, when the bookstores go to buy your book, then they're going to put your book in the wrong section. And you're going to be upset because it's in the wrong section of the bookstore. Can't find what I'm looking for, you guys. It's got poetry and all of that. I think I'm going to go with religion, Christianity. Regional subject, no regional subject, no theme subjects, and audience. Audience is going to be profession is going to be trade, general, or adult. Now remember, if you have young adult, that is your children's ages 13 to 18. And then juvenile is 0 to 12. So put it in the right heading again. Table of contents, you don't have to put that in there. Review quotes, you don't have to put review quotes either. Does your book have photographs and or illustrations? This is for those children's books authors. So if you have photographs and illustrations, you have to make sure that you check yes here, because what they're going to do is they're going to make sure that your files indicate, show the bleed on them correctly so that they can print it out correct. So I don't have any photographs or illustrations, so I'm going to hit no, and then I'm going to hit continue to the next section. Oh, remember I told y'all I put young adult on here and it's telling me that I don't have it, so guess what? I have to delete that. So I'll have to find another subject. Let's look at let's look up motivational. That'll work. Continue. Okay. And then you're going to put in your trim size. This is very important. Remember, all of these trim sizes are what they can accept for your book. So if you're doing something like I have a journal, and my journal is 7 by 9. If you can see, they don't have any 7 by 9 in here. So I'm going to have to reformat that book to be able to take it on Ingram. So make sure you go in and you make sure that your standard book size is correct. Now this particular book that I am uploading, it is 6 by 9, so I'm fine with that. Now all of these other random sizes, those are for if you have bleed on your or photos in your book. And remember, when your photos go all the way to the edge of your book, then your bleed size, your book size is going to be, interior book size is going to be larger than the actual book. So even though it may be 6 by 9, then your interior trim size may be a little bit larger. So I'm going to put 6 by 9. And then your interior color and paper. My interior is black and white. Remember, if you check color, color is going to be a little bit more. And my interior pages are on white. And you have to remember this too if you're publishing on multiple platforms, because I know I publish on 3 different ones, to make sure you put the same thing on all different platforms, because you don't want different sizes of your book or different variations of your interior. One time I did it and I had one of my books from one place was white interior and book from Amazon was cream interior. So I was like, how did I do that? And I remember that I chose the interior color and paper differently. So now I just automatically pick white. That's like my standard, and I don't think about it anymore. And then your binding type, this is whether it's going to be paperback or hardback. And remember, paperback is the soft and hardback is, of course, the hard. But these are the only two types that you can publish on Ingram Spark. If you want to publish like Spiral or something like that, then again, you're going to have to take that self-publishing one-on-one class, because I talk about different publishers who offer those type of binding. So this one is a paperback, and this is perfect bound. Perfect bound, which just means that the spine is glued down together, and then the saddle stitch is the staple, which it says right here, but I don't know how visible this screen is. I hope you guys can see it very well when you're looking at this video. Laminate type. This is about whether or not you want your cover to be gloss or matte. I have no idea what cloth is, and I've never checked it, so don't ask me what that is. I would get a sample of that. If you're thinking about it or want to know what it is, you get a sample before you just actually put your book out there. And then your page count. Oh my God, how many pages is this book, you guys? Let me look. I think it is. Oh dear. How many pages is this book? It's like 100. Oh no, that's not the right one. I'm gonna have to look. Let me look at the file and see. And your page count is the total page count. So even though I'm looking at the print book of my book, I can't say what the page count is because all of my pages are not numbered. So yeah, I need to go on the actual, so it is 154 pages. And that is important because your price of your book is determined by how many pages your book is. So this one is 154 pages. And then we're going to hit continue. So when you get the PDF of your book, the total amount of pages at the top is what you're going to put here. Don't push the total amount of pages on the last page of your book, okay? Because technically the front matter of your book is not numbered. So you're not going to have an accurate count of the number of pages in your book. Then we're going to hit continue. And this is your print ISBN. So this is where I'm going to put in the ISBN number that I just got off of Bowker. And I can't put it with any dashes, so I'm going to have to put 9341162. And this is your retail price. Now, what's going to happen is this is going to tell you how much your book is when you put it in those different countries, because Ingram Spark distributes to the the United Kingdom, which is Great Britain, European Community, which is all over Europe, Canada, and Australia. And I did have some people publish my book from China, so I don't know why. Oh, it's on the Global Connect program as well. So once you put in your price for US, then you can continue with, and how much is this book, y'all? I'm really not forgetting everything today. I can remember if I put it on sale for $19.99 or $15. I think I put $15. Oh. More than likely, okay. More than likely 15 for a standard book. My journal is $19.99. And then the wholesale discount. The standard is 55% for the retailer. Remember, they have to make a profit too. And this here tells you how much profit you're going to get after somebody sells your book, because 55% of $14.99 is about $7 or $6.98. So of that $6.98, $3.74 is going to come to you, and the rest is what Ingram Spark charges to print. So they don't. Ingram Spark doesn't make any money off your book. You just pay them to print it, and you're done. The retailer pays for shipping. So this is going to be the net cost of your book after it sells to the wholesale distributors. And then to the Global Connect program, and this is where you put the amount for different countries. And for the currency converter, you will put in how much it is US dollars, and then you have to know what the currency for Europe it is. It took me to a whole another page. 13.14. So I will put in 13.15 for Europe. And they still get that. Yes. For the United Kingdom, where did it go? The UK is Great British Pound. There we go. And that is 11.58. Always round up. I sent trade. And returnable, that just means that what happens to your book when they return it. You always want to make your book returnable, because what that does is if a retailer buys your book, say you walk into Walmart and you negotiate them putting your book on the shelf and they purchase your book from Ingram Spark, what that does is if they are unable to sell your book and it's still left on the shelf after so many days, or then they can return it. Now, I think the return policy for Ingram Spark is 90 days, so they only have 90 days in which to actually sell your book or to actually return it. And what this means is, yes, they can return. No, they can't return it. You don't want to do that because they're not going to do business with you if they can't return your book. Yes, they can return it, but do you want it to be delivered back to you? Or, yes, they can return it, but you want Ingram to destroy your book. So just kind of think about what you want done to that book when it's returned. Sometimes I put yes, destroy, because what happens is, what if they return it and it's not in resellable condition? And from my knowledge, Ingram is not a fulfillment center, so they're not going to stock your book and say, oh, somebody returned this, I'll just mail it out when the next time we get an order. It could be months, you know. So they're not going to stock it and use it the next time. That's not going to happen. So generally, I usually put yes and destroy it, because there's absolutely nothing I can do with it once it comes back. Because unless you put yes and you have it delivered to you, but again, you're going to incur those shipping charges. So once the person sends it back, then Ingram is going to charge you again for sending it back, sending it to you. So you're going to be charged those extra shipping charges. That's why I say yes, they can return it and then send it back. So the Canadian dollars is 19.69. 55%. Yes. In Australia. Everybody in here. And go. 20.71. Yes. And I wonder why I didn't put a compensation over here for Canada. That's interesting. With that publication date, that is the date that your book is actually published. You can put a future date here if you want to upload your book for pre-sales or pre-orders, but to my knowledge, Ingram does not give you a link to promote your pre-orders. So it doesn't really do a whole lot of good. But what you can do if you want to go ahead and publish it and put a publication date in the future, it prevents people from being able to purchase your book in advance before that date. So that's always good too. And then so that you won't forget, because what's going to happen is you may be in the rush of publishing your book, you may forget to go and put the date in. So you can go ahead and put it in advance, and I'm going to put when this book was published, and it was published October the 20th, I think. Yes. And the reason I'm going back looking at this, y'all, because generally when I first publish a book, the only place it is available for sale is on my website. I don't publish it to Amazon other than ebook or any other site until 90 days after the publication date, because I want to be the only one making money after my book. In the beginning, all of those marketing efforts that I put in, all of those ads that I'm putting in, I want to reap those benefits. So I only put my book on my website for the first 90 days. And then after that, I publish it on Ingram for the wholesale rate. So you will only see it on other sites in ebook format, but the print format is only sold on my website for the first 90 days. Then after that, then hey, it's free game. So on sale date, you can only put on sale date if you want to put that on. So I'm not even going to put an on sale date. I don't know why I clicked that. And you can hit next. I think all of that is correct. Now ebook. Put the ebook ISBN in. 9780999341179. And this is why I tell you guys to put your ISBN books somewhere on the document for that book, because when you're looking in Valkyrie, when you buy your ISBNs in books, they all are the same except the last 5 digits or the last 4 digits. So you will get confused thinking, because they all run consecutive. You buy 10 in consecutive order, so you may get confused. So be sure that you get it off of Valkyrie. And right now I'm looking at I have a document that I typed my back matter on. So I put that on that same document so that I will know. And I do a lot of double checking, y'all, because you do not want to have the wrong ISBN printed on your book, because Ingram checks, but a lot of the other sites, they don't check. They just print what you upload. So you have to make sure that it is correct. And then your pricing, this is for your ebook. I generally will put, mine is, I think they're $4.99 ebook. And then you have to do your currency converter again. You. 689 Australia. And then Canadian. 655. And isn't it great it has the currency converter over there for you, because you would know what to put in there, or you can search online for the currency converter, but it changes every day. So and Great British Pounds is worth more than US dollars, so that's why it's a little bit lower in euros. And I know about the currency because I work in international trade, so I kind of understand what it means and where to go to find it. If they didn't have this currency converter on here, I would know where to go to find the currency converter. And then put the same price, you guys, on all platforms. And the reason it has this here for Apple ebook, because Apple is one of their distributors. And once we finish uploading this book, I'm going to take you to the distribution page so that you can really see why I love Ingram. Because Ingram has some distribution partnerships with so many different retailers that it really makes it a one-stop shop, you know, to where you don't have to sit here and spend all day uploading your book to so many different platforms, because it is so many out there. Everybody is onto the self-publishing thing, especially when it comes to your ebook. Your ebook, there are so many different sites out there through which you can upload your book to. That's what I got. Oh, it must end in 99. Okay. Okay. So Apple has its own little standards, you guys. Oh, so everybody must end in 99. I forgot. Continue. Because you want it to be consistent across all platforms. You don't want nobody to go on Apple and see your book for $1 cheaper than it is on Amazon. That's just bad business. So I try and make sure that it is the same across all platforms. Can you sell this ebook anywhere in the world? Of course, if you have all of the rights, you can sell it. Continue. And now we're going to upload our file. You upload the interior first. So I'm going to browse to upload my interior. Browse files. Go to my folder. Downloads folder. And I have a folder that I put in here for all of my books, you guys. So that I won't have to be running around trying to find something. And this is the final PDF. Remember, it has to be a PDF. So I'll put that. So your PDF cover. This is the cover, and it's still in the same folder. So yay, I don't have to keep going back to that. The cover with the barcode. I'm gonna see if it's gonna reject it. Because some sites, one of the sites that I use for my drop shipping, I have to have my cover with the barcode and with the bleed and trim sizes on it. Not all sites require that, so make sure that you know what your sites that you're going to upload to. Make sure you know what they require, because a barcode is definitely necessary, but a lot of sites put their own barcode on your book. I know Amazon does. I believe Ingram Spark does too, but I don't think they're going to reject it for the barcode, but we're going to see in a minute. If they reject it for the barcode, because acceptance and rejection of the preliminary file is immediately. So you will see if they're going to reject this file or not. So that is fine. Then we're going to see it says drag and drop the EPUB here. It only wants the EPUB. So I'm going to do the EPUB. And then the JPEG of that cover, which is right here. Done. Continue. And it is validating. So this is where you get to crossing your fingers and praying that everything goes well and that it likes everything that you uploaded. Because this can be a little bit excruciating. Ah, what? No layers. PDF file contains layers. We requested flattened files, no layers. This is an option that is usually chosen in the setting when saving out to a PDF. Saving a file using default will eliminate this issue for best results. Correct information. You may refer to the file creation guide for further instructions on creating a complaint. What? They can correct it for you. That may be okay. Let's see what y'all do. Proceed. Enter promotion code. This is where I have my little promotion code for NaNoWriMo. What? Oh, it doesn't want to work right with me today. That's the thing, y'all. NaNo. It's all caps. Okay. Recalculate. And the thing about Ingram Spark, if you have multiple books and they have a promotional offer going on with uploading, please upload all of your books during that promotional offer because you can use those coupons more than once as long as it's still within the promotional period. Game changer, because that's how I uploaded all of my other 3 books on Ingram. When I found out about them, I had them published on other sites and I uploaded them all to Ingram in one day under one promotional code. Okay? And you see it says all of that and you agree to pay all of your fees, which I don't have any. Hit agree. And your title section has been updated. Yay! Now, what I really wanted to show you guys about Ingram, not dashboard, I think I have to log off. When it comes to their distribution partners, I think I'll go back to, is that you can look and see who all they distribute to, so you'll know what different platforms you need to go to publish your book. And this is why I like Ingram Sparks. As far as a print retail partners, they just have too many to list, but they will give you a quick runaround, and it basically says that via Ingram Book Group. So that is the largest wholesale distributor in the world. So pretty much anybody purchases from Ingram Book Group, or they distribute. They purchase books from somebody who purchases from Ingram Book Group. So you can be rest assured that your book is available for a vast amount of retailers, libraries, schools, e-commerce companies, and other channel partners, including Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Chapters, Indigo, Canada, and other well-known book retailers and wholesalers across North America. Okay? Now, online retail partners. These are the ones who are for your ebook. You see, they have over 25 people that they push your ebook to. They have 24 symbols, and some of these y'all probably have never heard of, because I've never heard of a lot of these. But remember, if you took my self-publishing 101 class, you will know that self-publishing a book is about putting your book out there so people can buy it, but it's also about creating multiple platforms or multiple streams of income for your book. So if you have your book in more places, your discoverability is a little bit higher. But again, I always recommend your first place to sell your book is always on your website. Don't allow your marketing, don't allow your networking, don't allow none of that to be in vain. Always direct people to your website first. Now, if they want to go to their favorite place and look up your book after they meet you, then that's fine, and they can find it because you published with Ingram Spark. So they have 7 Switch, they have Amazon, and the reason there's a star by Amazon is because this little section down here, it says if you have provided any ebooks to Amazon for Kindle in the last 12 months, they cannot publish your book to, you cannot publish through Ingram Spark. That means that they won't send it to Amazon. Doesn't mean that you can't publish your book, period, through them. So, and that's because Ingram is also the international distributor for Amazon. So they have a no compete clause. So, that's why I also publish my book on Amazon, because I have all of my other books on Amazon, so I couldn't just take them down and put them back up. No, it doesn't work like that. So once you publish, or if you're like me, I publish at least 1 to 2 books a year, so that's in the last 12 months. So I couldn't, it won't push any of my books to Amazon, so I have to publish my ebooks on Amazon separately. And then the other asterisk, 2 asterisks, is for Apple. They have a no compete clause with Apple as well. So they're saying if you currently have ebook content available on Apple, then you'll have to take it down and then let Ingram push it through, which again, because it's the same ISBN, you won't have to worry about it. If it's already over there, then you're fine. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it creating duplicate copies of your book. So they have Baker and Taylor, they have Barnes and Noble Nook. So Barnes and Noble Nook has their own self-publishing platform, which is Nook Press. You don't have to send it over there because Ingram is going to already send it for you. Bookmate, Booktopia, EBSCO, I have no idea who they are. Feed Books Retail. Another one on here is Kobo, Libra. A lot of these are subscription-based ebook retailers, meaning the users can pay one flat fee and get access to either a certain number of books or unlimited amount of books. So that's always good, because if you the goal is to increase more readers to your book. So whether you publish on Ingram Spark, whether you publish anywhere else, be sure to look at the distributors and where they distribute to. But remember, only those global or wholesale distributors, or those there are a lot of ebook only distribution companies out there, to where they will push your book to multiple retailers. And another one that I like is Draft to Digital as well, but I'm not going to get into that because you have to take the self-publishing 1-on-1 class. So that was my brief walkthrough or interactive guide to publishing your book on Ingram Spark. I hope I went through slow enough for you to pick up on what to do. But again, once you log in, once you create your account and you have all of your files, it's really pretty much a simple process. And that didn't take us long at all, you guys. And again, another reason why I love Ingram Spark is because it is a one-stop shop. I could publish here and really stop. You know, I don't have to put it anywhere else. Most of the times I just publish on here, in Amazon, and on my website. Call it a day. 3 places. I'm not one of those. I like to to work smart, not hard. I don't like to continue to upload my books on multiple platforms. I don't like that. I like to have a couple of places and then I'm done. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Leave me your comments, send me your emails. If you're watching this via a link on Facebook, send me an inbox and let me know what you thought of this free training for the month of February. So, good night, and I look forward to hearing from you all. Thank you.